Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Madisonville Marine, the perfect size dealer for East Tennessee. Big enough to carry a huge, truly huge inventory of boats, and still small enough that it's run like a neighborhood family business. They got a big selection. They got great values. It's the biggest boat dealer you'll ever find in terms of makes and models. Plus, Bob Hodge bought his boat down there.
And wished I was in it yesterday.
There you go. Madisonville Marine's great place. There's no better place to buy a boat. Hey, coming up on Overtime on SportsSource.tv, follow me on Twitter, and I'll tell you when this is posted this afternoon. We're going to talk a little bit more about the madhouse that is UT, what they need on the Hill, according to a pair of successful businessmen I spoke to this week. If you run it like a company, what do they need to do to change things over there? We'll get into that in our Overtime segment. But I want to ask you guys, when Phillip Fulmer, come on back to us now, when Phillip Fulmer was named special advisor to the president, I said on the show, John Curry better watch his back. John Curry was ousted. When John Curry was ousted, Will Overstreet was the first on the desk, but I think then everybody followed him up to say, Beverly Davenport better watch out, she's next. She was next. So in keeping with the Grim Reaper theme here, we're pretty good at it. DiPietro's retiring. We don't know when, but he's retiring. So who's next? Of the big five that we often talk about, is it Pruitt, Barnes, or Fulmer who will be the next to go?
I'm going to go with Jeremy Pruitt because I think his first year is going to be not very good, which puts him on the hot seat in his second year and fired in his third year.
Ooh.
Good grief. No, I don't.
You are the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, that's pretty dark. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I don't have for as dark a reasons as that, but I do have Jeremy Pruitt, largely because I just think he's in the toughest position right now among the three.
And that plays a role in mine.
Mike.
I don't think any of these guys is going to leave in the next couple of years, but I put Rick Barnes because I had to put a name on a paper just because of his age. But I think he's young for his age, and I don't anticipate him leaving. But
And I wrote down my answer first, and then Mike copied me, so I also have Rick Barnes.
you got my back?
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
I got the same thing. If we get, I got Rick Barnes as well. The reason being, I think he's going to do a good job and walk into retirement. I think Fulmer is going to give a lot of backing to Jeremy Pruitt. If Jeremy Pruitt struggles, that's bad for Fulmer. So I think Fulmer is going to give Pruitt backing, and I think Fulmer's safe. I think Fulmer, again, UT's crazy, but right now, he's the only thing
he's
that
the bright
fans.
spot.
He's the bright spot for fans right now. So they'd be crazy to try and do something with him at this moment. Not saying they won't do something crazy.
I just think a lot of people that like Jeremy Pruitt right now are not going to like him in about, October of 2019.
Well, history would back you on that. I mean, people turn pretty quick when you lose a game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the crazy support you give us. We just had our biggest April ever in 15 years. It was our highest rated April we've ever done. Number of my clients are just having record springtimes, and that's thanks to you. Can't say thanks enough. Appreciate it each and every week for you watching us. These guys, certainly appreciate you coming in here every week. We will see you next week on Mother's Day. Go ahead and make your reservations to Calhoun's. See you next Sunday, and we'll see you on Overtime on SportsSource.tv later today. Thank you very much.
The Sports Source is brought to you by Fast Frame with Heather Whiteside art now available.